now my practice primarily deals with a government law practice and a land use practice. In the land use side of it, a lot of the things I learned through engineering and being an engineer for about 10 years before I went into law have really been able to translate well into that practice area. You know, when you try to do land development, you have to understand how infrastructure works, how utilities work, all those sorts of things that I kind of had that baseline knowledge from the degree package I had, and then spending some time in the Air Force as a civil engineer. So all those sorts of things come together, I think, to make me sort of uniquely qualified to understand some of the aspects that are relevant to the development of land and how you maneuver through the approval process when you want to achieve some sort of land development approval. The other side of it is I have this government practice or municipal practice where I represent municipalities and represent government. So I understand the administrative side of it and how things get approved and how you have to work with the public body to achieve those goals that a client might have. So, you know, you work with the elected officials, you understand that there's so many things that are relevant in the approval process. It's not always just checking a box. It's what are the politics at the time? How are people in the area feeling about development? Is this the right development for this area? All those sorts of things are, you know, real important issues that go through the minds of the elected officials. Understanding that calculus helps me then if I'm representing a client before a public body. But when you understand all the pieces that have to come together for a land use application to be successful, that's when you can actually get from A to Z. You've got to understand how all these things play together, and I think that's part of what I bring to the table because I represent, you know, municipalities that are the approval agencies. I also represent clients who are seeking to achieve those approvals, and understanding the dynamic between both sides of that equation, I think does well for our clients. Practiced with some large firms early on in my career. Ended up deciding with a good friend of mine, Kevin Baird, that wasn't really the way we wanted to practice law. We both had very young families at the time and just wanted to create something that was a little bit different, that allowed us to spread our wings, grow a firm the way we wanted to grow it. And I think we've done that. We never imagined that, you know, a decade later we would be, you know, over 50 employees, getting ready to bring on an 18th lawyer. Hard work, dedication, practicing the right way, treating people right. You know, those sorts of things pay off, I think, in the long run. I couldn't recommend that my best friend go anyplace else. I couldn't recommend that my grandmother go anyplace else. I know the kind of quality that we are trying to produce in this firm, and it's top shelf. Baird Mandalis Brockstead, right lawyers, right now.